Welcome back, everybody, to Gaming Tavern.
Hello.
Hello.
We're playing Final Fantasy XIV StormBlood. I'm kind of shipping off the further areas of the game to Brandon because he started a trial run, so I'm just going to try to...
My chocobo's in the stable.
Oh, stop nudging things, kitty. This is why I don't like having the door open. Cats...
But we also live in Canada when it's like 30 degrees out, so we have to have the door open. Otherwise we die.
Well, in summer.
Ah.
Winter is not too bad. We just bitch about the cold.
Super hard to climb this thing. So yeah, anyway, I'm basically going to be going through a couple of the dungeons as a tank to show it off to Brandon.
Yeah, he's been trying to get me into this game for, what, 3 months now?
Eons.
3 months since he started playing.
No, I mean like really, it's like, Brandon, come see this. So every time I come over, it's like, he starts explaining to me everything and like, okay, you could do this is how you do that.
Somebody wants to cuddle. Annoyingly enough.
You mean you're
He
idiot?
doesn't like cuddling with me.
I'm
he
playing a
hates me.
video game, you fat motherfucker. Here, do you want to take him? He just ran into the mic. Apologies for that.
Ow, you asshole. No, and when we say he's a fat motherfucker, we're not exaggerating. He is a 20-pound cat.
Well, usually it's insta-Q for tanks, but I guess nobody's doing this one. Oh, I've already got 2 DPS.
It's the healers that's hard to
I'll run to
find.
the gold saucer while I wait. But it might go shing as I go.
I hate it when it does that.
What, Shing?
It's like it
It's the sound effect that it makes when the Q pops up for
But
a
when
dungeon.
you're trying to teleport, it always happens too when you're trying to do something important. Or like you activate your mining while you wait and you activate your like gathering one and then it like, you know, doubles.
Yep.
And then you go to hit and it shing.
Yep.
There you
Shing. Did you not hear it?
It keeps
Now I was kind of making sure we still are capturing. Because it
Okay.
doesn't say record ding, it just says record.
You clicked?
I clicked.
You see the bottom right there?
Read that?
Yep. That means it's going.
Okay.
It's Brennan's first time being the
As long as you click the red button.
I don't know what I'm doing. I can't potato.
a cat potato.
I can potato. Here we go.
Potatoes are delicious.
Sirensong Seed. This dungeon is actually an homage to Final Fantasy V. In Final Fantasy V, you actually go through like a ship graveyard. If it's the one I'm thinking of.
Wait, when you say shit graveyard,
Like pirates.
like-
Yep.
Pirate
Oh,
ship, not
okay.
shit.
yeah, my mind went straight to like the almighty
So
pool.
Brandon, you're a warrior as well. Our job is to keep aggro on enemies.
Am I a warrior?
If you're going to be a
You
warrior,
have an axe?
I have an axe.
you're going to be a warrior.
Okay.
So
Just goes to
basically-
show how much I know.
You want to make... See how, like, there's all those red dots that show Matt who's attacking? See how one just went green? The one that went green wasn't paying attention. So Matt's job is to make sure that all of them have full aggro on him. That they're all attacking him. Because DPS, as strong as they are, we're glass cannons. We can't take that many hits. And the healer is really, really weak.
Yeah, like feel free to ask questions.
Well, I mean, that part I somewhat understand because the last time I was on my free trial, I spent a good 20 minutes just beating up dodo birds, a turtle.
Yeah,
I beat up a ladybug.
You're at the beginning. It's
Like right now,
slow.
I'm actually partnered up with 3 other humans from across the world.
I'm just saying.
It's
I mean,
slow
if
as
you need
beginning.
help beating up a ladybug, I'm your man.
Kick a ladybug's ass. So wait, are you starting in Gridania?
He's a warrior. He started in Lindsay.
Oh,
He started in the pirate town.
Yes. All you have to say Pirate Town because the other ones were like, what?
Yeah, well, you're gonna be able to go everywhere eventually.
I started in Gridania.
So if there's something you don't necessarily understand, Brandon, feel free to ask. But I think you understand generally what I'm doing, keeping the aggro.
And fighting monsters, trying to kill them. Yeah.
I have a gunner. I can tell by the sound effect. One of the DPS is a gunner.
You have a gunner and you have... I can't see, it's too small. Looks like a conjurer?
Samurai.
Oh, is that a samurai?
Pretty sure it's a samurai.
Or actually, isn't that a ninja?
Nope.
It's an interesting looking sword you have.
No, the best ever was while Matt was leveling. He got his like next level up sword. He was so excited. It was a butter knife. It was the teeniest little sword ever.
Yeah, but that was like pre-level 30.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna poke people and it's gonna hurt a
So
lot.
this is another practice, Brandon. It's called kiting.
It's where you attack and then you run off to go get a bigger mob.
To get like more people, to make a bigger bunch of people to attack all at once. Right
Yeah.
now, 2 of the mobs.
I find the monsters very interesting, considering it's basically oversized, angry looking, well, in this
A
case,
snail.
Well, right now,
a snail and a scorpion.
This is actually a story dungeon. Like, you're on a ship and it gets marooned. So you're fighting kind of crustacean-like enemies, you know?
Well, I would smack the captain considering he just ran into a fucking rock.
Exactly.
This is Final Fantasy, Brandon.
I'm just saying. It's a shitty captain.
If everything went right, you wouldn't be able to do anything, because everything's going right. It's the same thing when you're watching a horror movie, you know, and you're like, we should separate. No, you should not.
No, you should not. You really should not.
And then, like, you always get the one person that's like, I'm gonna go upstairs alone. You all stay here. And you're like, bitch, why? Why can't you turn the light on?
That is why I love the movie, what was it? Cabin in the Woods.
I like
Because
Cabin in
it's
the Woods.
literally a horror movie that takes that basis and has
Plays
the
off-
one guy is like, why the fuck are you doing that? No, we shouldn't split up. Like, he literally says that in the movie. It's
You know
awesome.
what? Cabin in the Woods
I've
was
yet to see that.
really good movie, but I felt like they could have done so much more with it.
All I know is that Thor's in it.
Yes, Chris
Thor-
Hemsworth
Thor's
is in
in
it.
it.
But,
It's a comedy. It's basically
yeah,
like
it's a horror comedy.
It's a mockery of all the horror genre that's going on now.
And Sigourney Weaver's in it, so I mean, yeah. Which I find she actually is aging stupidly well, that woman.
Oh, absolutely.
I think my dad had a huge thing for her. Like, I remember he used to show me Aliens and tell me how sexy Sigourney Weaver was.
I don't remember.
And she is
I
badass.
don't
She is
necessarily remember
badass.
how this boss goes, but we'll figure it out as we go. Hey-o!
Aliens is like, Matt's never seen all the Aliens, which is like a sin.
Alien 1 is great. I love it.
You have to watch them all.
Aliens is more of like a horror action.
You have
like, it has
to
a little more
watch
action to it.
them all. They're like Star Wars. They're classics.
No, fourth you could do without the fourth one.
There's an AoE that you should remember for the future, Brandon.
You know what was good though? Have you seen Prometheus?
Yes,
Like,
I
it's
love
like a prequel
Prometheus. Yes.
to it, which is so cool.
I can't wait to see Alien Covenant.
Yeah, me too.
Sea swallows all.
And you know what movie I actually really enjoyed, but I got terrible reviews, was AVP, Alien vs. Predator. I actually really enjoyed it.
I actually still have yet to watch that one.
It's good. It's just cheesy, but it's good.
What can't be as cheesy as the original Predator with
I've never
Arnold
seen
Schwarzenegger.
I've
Oh
never
my
seen
god!
the original Predators, to be honest.
There's literally like this 3-minute scene where you just see him and another guy just like kind of bro shake, I guess would be the right term. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're just flexing for like a good 2 minutes.
Well, yeah, you gotta show off
Like
the games.
really? Fuck.
You're such a douche.
No, but the thing with him is that he really isn't a great actor. He really isn't. He just kind of stumbled in it because he was famous from bodybuilding. Because he was like the big thing.
Yeah, that's kind of true. Yeah.
And it's just like him running for governor and then like, oh, there's all that like, oh, he's gonna run for president. No, technically he can't because he's not Native American. Like, he's not born in America. You have to be American.
Yeah, he's Austrian.
Yeah, and I don't think he's cut out for it. He's just not that type of... But I do think he's better than who we have now running America.
Yeah, Logan. Don't hit the mic. I already hit the mic once.
But that's personal opinion.
You know what? Let's just not get into politics because there's
But you
a
know
whole
what?
bunch of
It's
shit
gonna
going on
be
right
so
now.
much fun the next election because if we have Kanye running, which if he follows through, will be
Yeah,
interesting.
the nervous breakdown.
And
I
then
don't think he's doing anything.
He can't,
he wants to,
but he
He
can't.
can say
he
whatever the
can.
fuck he wants.
He's Canadian.
unless
know
he
about
changed
that.
nationality. No, actually, I think he's American. Isn't
No, he's from Ontario.
he? Really? He doesn't.
Yeah.
Oh God! Thank God we don't talk about that. We have Justin Bieber and Kanye. God help us.
Yeah, and they don't live in Canada anymore. We shipped them out to the States.
We do have what's his name, Drake, but
But have you noticed that basically every very annoying pop star or whatever we
Is
ship out
ours?
to the States?
yeah, they all go.
I mean, look at Celine Dion. She was in Vegas for how long?
No, but like, that's the thing though. It's like, for example, in CrossFit, all of these big guys that are like the top Australians, the top British, the top Canadian, they actually all live in the States and they train under the same facility. They all live roughly together. You just it's all based in the USA.
You go ship over yonder.
No, we have a couple. Ryan Reynolds is ours.
Yep.
We're okay with that.
I think he's from Vancouver, isn't
No,
he?
he's from Victoria Island.
So I think the ghost ship is actually shooting at us. It is.
That would explain the big random circles on the ground.
The random will-o-wisp fire.
AoE.
So yeah, basically, as I was trying to say, what was interrupted by a political talk.
I tried not to.
There's a new AoE that started with Heaven's Ward with arrows going inside of it. Basically, when you see a big yellow circle on the ground, you want to avoid it. But that one, you all have to get inside of it to divide the damage.
Oh, stacking, you mean?
Yeah, well, the AoEs that have arrows.
Yeah. I hate that in some of the dungeons. When the person that's like, you have to all get his AoE, and he books it the opposite way of everybody. You're like, where the fuck's he going?
It's like, well, congratulations, you just died.
Alright, so I have my very first extremely noob question for you.
What's that? What the fuck am I looking at?
You're fighting elves.
When you guys say dungeon, is it literally a dungeon or is it just a term for kind of a side quest?
Dungeons are literally dungeons, like, but dungeons doesn't mean like you're in a cave all the time. Okay. This is like a event that either was triggered in the story or is triggered by like a specific primal. Because primals are part of the story. They're basically like gods that you have to take out.
Okay.
And once you've done them, you unlock that dungeon, meaning that when you unlock, let's say, all the hard dungeons, you get the hard roulette. So every time you put it up, it like goes back into one of the ones that you've previously done, and you can get like special weapons.
Well, it's like the easiest way I can compare it to is like Destiny. Did you get to end level Destiny?
Honestly, no. I didn't get very far in Destiny because.
Well, like there were strikes.
No.
Okay. It's hard to explain that, but yes, these dungeons are basically random areas
that you've been to before.
No.
Not necessarily. Well, you have to trigger them through the story.
But basically, like the dungeon is its own unique area that you go through to get unique loots, weapons, and yes, you can redo it with friends to get better loot.
And it's also good for XP if you're trying to gain levels. And they have this new thing now where they try to encourage, like, let's say top players like Matt and me and all our friends, like we're cap levels. Meaning that we're the highest level you can possibly get.
Yeah, that I know.
To send us back to try and go do like the low level dungeons all over again, because they're like, oh, if you do the low level dungeon, you get such and such scripts, which is like the new money.
It's currency, special currency.
Yeah, the new currency. So we're more entitled to, we're more like willing to go back, and at the same time, it sends like new players, like let's say you.
Hey, look, it's Venom.
That you can be with us for those dungeons.
What the fuck?
It just lowers our level down to your level.
The governor, it's Arnold! It's the second boss. Basically, every dungeon always has three bosses. So yeah, to encourage replayability, you're encouraged to go back into old levels, into old dungeons randomly with either people who
are brand new,
or your friends, to get rare currency that can only be bought with that rare currency. Like to get items that can only be bought with those rare items. Okay. If that makes sense.
But if we go back to low levels, we're sent back down to your level cap. Like let's say you're level 15. Well, our level gets down to 15, and we only get the moves that we had up till 15 to use.
So basically, we lower ourselves to your level to help you play.
Okay. Like all our fancy armor and swords and stuff, it doesn't matter anymore. It's like literally just.
It's fun to do that.
It's frustrating though sometimes because you set up your wheel and then all of a sudden you're like, I can't do anything.
If you play Brandon, you should never do a dungeon by yourself. You should always like on the channel ask anyone, hey, does anyone want to do this with me? Everybody, I guarantee you, everybody. You're gonna get too many people. People will be tripping over themselves to help you.
Well, I mean, to be honest, it's one of the reasons why I never really went further into Destiny. Is because it seems like one of the games is that playing alone won't be as fun. It's like I must have played a good, give or take, 4 to 5 hours of Destiny before I gave up, because it just wasn't as fun playing alone.
The thing is with Final, it's basically a solo MMO, if that makes sense. Like you keep going until you unlock a dungeon or something that requires multiple people, and then you ask your friends to help you do it, and then once you've done it, you continue on by yourself through the story.
Like you follow your own storyline, but then dungeons you can either go with like random people that they select. Like, because everybody bids for, like, oh, I want to be a DPS, or I want to be a healer, and it just picks random people to make your team. Or you can, like, talk to your, like our link shell, which is, like, our communication with just our free company. and you can say, hey, does anybody want to do this? I need help. And you'll most likely get like 12 people going, oh, I'll help, and you have to pick between all of them. But sometimes, like, we do stuff that are fun. Like, right now we're pony grinding, and so, like, normally the tank will trigger the boss, like this guy, get his full attention so that the others can do it. You'll just see a random healer sometimes go and take full aggro, and then, you know, like, we fool around because we're overpowered.
Like, if you look in the top left, Brandon, you'll see my name with 3 others. But next to my name is like a shield that's blue. Blue means tank. Green means healer.
Red's DPS.
So like a normal dungeon will be 1 tank, 1 healer, 2 deeps. Damage per second classes.
Yeah.
And if you pay attention, you'll always see the tank and the healer always fighting, usually. Like, when you're with random people, it's always the tank and healers fighting. And the DPS are just kind of like standing around looking stupid.
Here we go, I might have bitten off more than I could chew.
That sounds like you.
You better hope they have good AoEs.
We're good. If I die, I'll just say sorry. Seems to be going okay so far.
I've only ever lost my shit twice with people in this game. That one, remember we were doing with the 2 dragons or whatever? Mm-hmm. Remember I lost my shit with the healer because the healer was just so fucking stupid?
I mean, that was a long time ago, so
I know, but
memory is hazy.
That one was rough. We must have attempted that like 15 times, and the healer was just dumb.
Yeah, this is.
You got the dumb.
And then the other time I raged was when Matt decided to go out drinking one night. It was just me, Jimmy, and Marty with this random little tank that was like shit for armor.
Well, LFL.
And we were just so angry. We raged. But most part, I'm pretty polite.
So right now, if you see that...
You? Light? Really?
When you see that random blue, blue aura right there, I don't know if you noticed it. It's kind of like a random blue electricity.
Not yet.
That's a gunner's turret. That's basically shooting out lasers to all the enemies. So that's why, if you notice, that's why I as a tank am making sure all the enemies are inside of it. So they eat the damage.
And here I just thought you liked turning around circles.
Matt does like pissing off healers though. Like there are certain things where like, oh, everybody get in this protective bubble, and Matt's like,
hold on a sec. Matt likes to piss off everyone.
Not everybody.
No, everybody. If he likes you a lot, he'll piss you off more just for the hell of it.
He doesn't piss my parents off. He's a very good boy when he pisses my parents.
That's called being respectful.
And here's my mom saying, let's make pot brownies.
Oh,
Yes, my mother is a child.
We're coming up to the final boss here.
I think you still have a hellhound on your tail.
Yeah, I'm kiting them to this thing.
That's the final boss?
No. You'll see like there's like a barrier you have to cross, and then once you go in the barrier, after about 10 seconds it closes off, meaning like if you realize, oh shit, you can't run out, you're stuck there.
So you're fucked.
Yes, you're white.
Yeah, sometimes people run in and don't wait for the healer, and then the healer gets locked out.
Yeah,
It's like, well, okay, figure that one out.
Wow.
But those are usually noobs.
Come on into this.
Fleshless captive?
Yeah, he's meant to be like a ghost.
Kind of looks like a reaper.
Well, I guess, sure. But he's captured by what?
His name is Fandango.
Oh.
Dumbledore.
Fandangledom.
I miss him.
Fandangler.
He was one of my favorites actually in WWE.
Everybody likes Chris Jericho.
No, not Chris Jericho. Fandango.
He's still there.
I'm talking
Is
about
he?
the guy who... What was his move? Kind of like the snake or the viper thing?
No, that was, what's his fucking name? Santino Marella.
No, we're talking about Fandango. He's like his thing is about like dancing. Like he's a dancer. And he's not really the greatest wrestler. It's just comic relief.
Okay.
You know, like in between matches.
Yeah.
It's just entertaining because he just gets like, he used to get so pissy about his name, and I don't know, I always liked him.
So like the big allure of Dungeons in Final, especially now that we're a couple of expansions in, is how each one is different.
The mechanics.
Mechanics. Basically, every boss has different ways of beating him, different attacks that you have to adjust to. This next boss will force you to walk in random directions. And you have to make sure you're facing the right way, otherwise you'll eat a shit ton of damage.
I hate the ones that you have to, it's like the petrifying, because sometimes, you know, you get so into
you have to
your
look away.
combos.
It's kind of like Medusa.
You're
Like, if you see over the name, I can't move. If you see over the name that I have highlighted at the top of the screen,
Fleshless Captain.
yeah. Sometimes he'll cast a spell, and it'll be a bar that shows up. So you have that much time to adjust to the spell.
Okay, so that barrier.
Yeah, that's the barrier saying, like, this is a boss.
Matt, wait for your team. Okay, don't wait for
No,
your team.
he's allowed to go in, but as long as he doesn't trigger the
As long
boss.
as I don't engage the fucking thing. Also, I focus the target, so it now goes to the bottom right, which makes it easier for me to focus on her health and the spell she casts.
What is that supposed to be?
It's like a female ghost apparition
Like a
flower.
wisp. Like a will-o-wisp. I know.
Virgin Tears is what she's casting. Oh, that does.
She kind of makes me think of a woman in white.
Kinda, yeah. You're not wrong. Morbid Advance. Okay, so that means when it fills up, you walk forward. So stay away from her AoEs. Like, I'm forced to walk forward for 5 seconds. See? You have to watch what she casts to adjust yourself to her attack. Virgin Tears again. So basically Virgin Tears is what she places on the ground.
So you just have to focus where you're going to be walking.
The music in this game is awesome.
Morbid
Advance
Advance.
again. So yeah, basically go this way, face it.
Could you not face outward?
I think you fall off.
Okay.
Oh no, you don't. Somber Melody. Not sure what that one is. Oh, it's just an AoE. Everyone gets it. Virgin Tears again. Damn it. Morbid Retreat. Okay,
You're gonna go backwards.
So what you would do is you would go here. There you go. I timed it so that I stopped right in front of her face so I could shove my sword between her eyes.
Aren't you nice?
I know, right? Still thoughtful.
Such a gentleman.
You should sleep next to him. He farts like no one's business.
Oh shit. Okay, it's starting to get more complicated. This is why you can't, just look the other way, folks. Because you'll eat damage. Advance. Oh shit, I think I angled myself wrong. No, I'm good.
You should just be okay.
Oh shit! Ah! This is what makes the dungeons interesting, Brandon. Adjusting to shit on the fly like this.
I like the raids.
Yeah, raids are the biggest thing. You're 24 people. Literally 24 players in one area.
That just sounds chaotic.
Yeah, well,
It is kind of chaotic sometimes.
It's basically 3 teams. 3 teams of 8, and you all need to do your own thing, otherwise the entire team
All
fails.
of you white.
So half the time you're you're all going down different paths. One person, one team has to make sure that, say, a specific gate is open.
What's his name? Osman or
Ozma.
Ozma. That one pisses everybody off.
I actually have that one captured.
It's easy now, but at the time I remember it fucked everybody up.
Still not that easy.
I find it simple and straightforward. As long as everybody does their job.
In the top left corner, Brandon, is a limit break. Oh, they used it. It's a super strong attack that you get by basically dealing damage. And it does a lot. It basically took 12% of her health off.
If you're a tank, it's very rare that you'll actually use limit yourself.
A tank's limit break basically increases everybody's defense by 80%. You generally save it for your DPS to do a lot of damage.
Or your healers if everybody's dying.
Yeah, if you have a full limit break for your healers, it brings everybody back from the dead. You generally do that if you suck. Hey, we won! So now...
You're gonna watch Matt. He's
Good
gonna
game.
suck up.
No, I don't suck up. I just say good game, and I calmed the healer because it was a good healer. That's a dungeon. Oh, what's that?
It's turtle.
I want it. What did I get?
You're not getting
I'm not
it.
getting it. Oh. But that's cool.
Why couldn't you get the turtle?
Because you roll
roll on it. Like, you see the number. Oh, see?
You got it.
Did I? No, I didn't.
Yeah, it didn't
No,
you-
no, I didn't.
But there's a check mark on it.
Oh no.
I didn't get it. It means everybody voted on it, and the one with the highest number got
That's
it.
it.
No.
Like one time we were doing a pony raid, and Matt actually greeted on something he already had, and it was like one of the rarest ponies. And he's like, "I'm so sorry, guys. He rolled a 97, so it was like almost guaranteed he's gonna get it. I
Wow.
rolled a 99."
No comms. You guys are dicks. Thanks a lot. Shitheads. Alright, so before we cut off this episode, I need to go get my scratchy tickets. I need to go to the Dead Pot Hour. Scratch them.
God.
Actually, I'm gonna have each of you do one. There's 3 chances. Might as well do it.
Okay.
It's over here.
Am I hearing a kid?
You might. I'll go check after this. This episode's nearly done. Okay, Brandon, you go actually, no, I'll go first. So you have 2. You can scratch in 3 places to make the numbers, the number combinations on the right. That's a 7. That's an 8. That's 19. So if I get 36, that sucks. I'll go with this. Wow, 72 cents. Okay, that sucks. Alright, Fo, for you next.
Go middle, far right.
This and this.
No, down one. Let's go middle, top.
3, 2, 1 is the best combo you can get.
Yeah. And let's go in the right, far right corner.
Here?
No, down. Far right corner below.
Okay, so now which one do you want?
Let's go 3 to 6.
180.
Better than yours.
Alright,
Your
Brandon.
turn.
Bottom right.
This one?
Yeah. Mid left.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ow. Let's go middle.
So the one that I would recommend is this one. But we'll take whichever combination you want.
Down the middle.
Like this?
Yeah.
Ha! Brian and I tied.
Alright.
I'm usually really good at that shit. Like, Matt used to for the, like, Legend of Zelda, it's like where you dig for rupees. Matt would suck at it. He would get, like, maybe 200. I would get, like, the max.
Can I just point out there's a little guy that looked like he was fisting your junk?
Oh my god. You like it down there, buddy?
He's a happy dude.
Oh god.
Alright, we'll see you guys next time on Gaming Tavern. Bye-bye.
You didn't say hey to Felix.
I will after.
Rude.